Welcome back. In this week's Police Beat, Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy is here to tell us about a Sweet 16 party that didn't turn out so sweet. Justin.
Thanks, Eric. While officers were on the parking lot of the Moose Lodge, they heard several gunshots and observed a blue Crown Victoria leaving the parking lot at a high rate of speed. Eastern District officers stopped the vehicle and all 5 occupants were detained. Additionally, a handgun was located and recovered on Crane Highway near the exit of the Moose Lodge parking lot. Preliminary information indicated that a 19-year-old female victim from Severn was grazed in the lower extremity by 1 round as she ran from the area. Now, the victim refused treatment for the superficial wound at the scene. After further investigation consisting of interviews of the victim, witnesses, as well as suspects, it was determined that the incident resulted from the suspects being refused entry to the large party taking place at the Moose Lodge. The hall had been rented out for a 16th birthday party, and officers reported that there was no security in place, although the rental agreement stated security was to be provided by the renter. 2 suspects in this case were arrested and charged with first-degree assault, second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, reckless discharge of a firearm, wear, carry, and transport handgun on person and in a vehicle, and also charged with handgun in the commission of a felony. This investigation continues. The first suspect that was charged was Desmond Smith, age 23, of 215 Farragut Court, apartment 107 in Annapolis, Maryland. The second subject is Tajee Bennett, age 16, of 1315 Tyler Avenue in Annapolis, Maryland. He was charged as an adult. We're going to move on now to our second incident. That took place on February 19th around 6:23 in the evening. That's when officers responded to a reported robbery that just occurred at the Super Fresh grocery store located in the 7700 block of Ritchie Highway in Glen Burnie. 2 male suspects, one armed with a handgun, entered the store and approached the customer service counter. The armed suspect displayed the handgun and demanded money. The suspects then obtained an undetermined amount of U.S. currency and were last seen fleeing the area in a red car traveling southbound on Ritchie Highway. Officers checked the area but were unable to locate the suspects or the suspect vehicle. The first suspect in this incident is being described as a black male in his 40s with a heavy build, last seen wearing a gray jacket, a black hat, along with black pants, white shoes. He was also armed with an apparent handgun. The second suspect is being described as a black male in his 40s, very tall. He also has a heavy build, wearing all black clothing and black gloves. Now, as always, if you have any information on any of the crimes or suspects mentioned on the show, don't hesitate to call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers hotline. The number is available 24 hours a day, toll-free at 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. Now, you can also text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637. Your third option, visit the website at www.metrocrimestoppers.net. Remember, phone calls are not recorded and callers remain anonymous. You might be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000. Back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Justin. You've got to feel bad for the youngster who was having the party, and it's a good thing, though, that no one was seriously hurt.
In this week's Community Spotlight, Mark Chang talked to the Linthicum Women's Club about some exciting events they have coming up next month. Mark?
Thank you, Carla and Eric. I'm here at the clubhouse of the Women's Club of Linthicum Heights today on North Hammonds Ferry Road in Linthicum, and here to get a little information about what the club does and also about upcoming events that the club is hosting for the community. Today I'm here with Ms. Vernie Linthicum and also Ms. Barbara Walter. Ms. Vernie Linthicum is second vice president of the club, and Ms. Barbara Walter is a board member and also ticket sales chairwoman for events. First of all, I'd like to start with you, Ms. Linthicum. Could you tell us a little bit about the club?
The club was started in 1939, and the following year they joined the General Federation of Women's Clubs, which is a huge organization, an international one, and it's the largest volunteer group of women in the world, or so we're told. So it has been around for a number of years.
Could you tell the folks out there a little bit about the demographics of the club?
We have women ages probably about 25 to over 90, and there is an evening group as well. This is where the younger women, of course, can come more easily because they work.
And what are some of the big events that you all do for the community?
We join in the parade and, of course, the fair, which is in September. We have things such as the gala. We have a Christmas festival, the Holiday Mart, in December, and that, of course, is open to the community. So there may be some other large ones I'm not thinking of.
We do many things here in the community. We support the concerts in the park, which are held off on Benton Avenue every summer. I believe that's 6 or 7 concerts are held. We also support many charities here in our area, and we, in general, take care of flower beds here in our community to try to keep Linthicum beautiful.
I noticed this big blue replica of a house behind us, and this looks like the one that's actually the one that I pulled into today to come interview you all. It looks like the clubhouse. Could you tell us a little information about this?
This wonderful house was built by a club member with the help of her husband, and it's been used in the parades when the day of the community fair, and it has been dressed up in different ways, such as for the spring tea, it's made to look like a house that's all ready for spring, and then it has been used the way it is now for our galas, which are held in December. So we're very proud of this woman to have her as a member with all her abilities.
Yes. It is George and Jane Sovereigns are the people that built this. I believe it's been 5 years ago now. And it was first used in the parade, the community fair parade, to celebrate our Women's Club anniversary. And then we've used it one other time in the parade, and then, as Bernie said, we use it each holiday, and we decorate it according to whatever holiday it is. So.
For those folks out there who may want to get more information about the club, what's the best way to get more information, and how can they become members?
They can call our ticket salesperson here, who, and at her number, which is 410-859-0151. And we're always looking for new members, and they can come and visit. They can call her and say, I'd like to come and just, attend one meeting to see what I think, so they can do that as well. But we would like for them to join.
We have many committees within our club, so there is something for everyone in our club. If you are a reader, we have evening and daytime book groups. We have a garden group. We have an arts and crafts group. There's just something for everyone in our club.
I know I've had the opportunity to participate in many of the programs and events that you all have here, and I've been actually in one of your meetings, and it's been a wonderful time for me to get to know the ladies of this club. For those out there who are interested, what are the eligibility for them to become a member of the club?
To want to join in different things in these committees that Barbara has mentioned, there are so many ways that they can come and just enjoy it, or they can just come to the meetings. And that may be all they want to do, but eventually they may want to join one of the smaller groups.
All you have to be is 18 years or older and an interest in having fun and helping your community. That's our only requirement.
Well, that sounds great. Now, we got you have 2 events coming up, big events that are coming up, and could you tell the folks out there a little bit about the events and also how they can get involved?
I can do that. Our annual prayer breakfast, this is the 34th annual, will be held Tuesday, March 8th, and it will be held at the Linthicum Heights United Methodist Church, which is on School Lane here in Linthicum. Our speaker will be Mr. Olin Yoder, and he is a retired art teacher here in our community, and quite a character. I think everyone would enjoy hearing him speak. About 200 people attend this prayer breakfast. The tickets are $10 each, and you can call me for those tickets. My number is 410-859-0151.
Great. And also there's a bingo event coming up too?
There is a bingo event coming up. That is going to be on Saturday, March 19th. That will be at 2 o'clock. And that will be right here at our clubhouse. And we will have prizes. consisting of gift certificates for various area restaurants, some large baskets filled with all sorts of goodies. Refreshments will be served. These tickets for this event for 20 games will be $20 each. And you can also call me again at 410-859-0151 for tickets. Thank you.
I'd like to add with the prayer breakfast the fact that it's not a true fundraiser, but we do make money and all of the profits go to 3 charitable organizations. And so I think that this helps us to really enjoy doing this sort of thing.
Miss Linthicum and Mrs. Walter, I just want to thank you both for the time to come on the show today and talk a little bit about what the club does and the different events that are coming up. So for all those folks out in Linthicum, also in Anne Arundel County, who wish to participate in these programs, please you can contact the club at 410-859-0151. Back to you in the studio.